Okay, so as you can see, I finally got a Hayabusa in the garage, and I've actually been trying to get my hands on this bike for a couple years. You haven't seen me progress a lot on YouTube lately. Between the COVID crisis, you got to remember I'm a master of the custodial arts. So when the COVID thing, basically happened, all these people in all these buildings freaked out. The company I work for, we lost buildings, but yet the buildings that we didn't lose, the cleaning went up, and it's hard to charge more when they lose people, but yet they're still open. So the stress level from work has been insane, and then we have the whole housing situation. I finally got moved back in here. I haven't been in this garage in 6 months. So I found it kind of ironic because right before the owner of this bike called me, I literally was going to probably give up on YouTube, and I had someone from the UTI school, and I was going to go down to Arizona and go get certified in BMW for the motorcycle tech and leave, sell the house, leave and everything. And to repair the house, I basically had no choice because I don't like borrowing money. I had to use all of my money that I've generated from YouTube and AMSOIL for 3 years to fix my house. I've got over 20K in my house, but to some people that won't be a lot of money, but you got to remember that I only live in a $50,000 house. So I went a little overboard on some things like the toilet. Oh, you got to see this toilet. Take a look at this toilet. There's no water tank. The water tank is in the wall inside, and you got the small button for pee-pee and the big for poo-poo, and it's efficient, 0.8 gallons on the pee, and then like 1.4 or 1.6 I think on the poo. Well, you gotta let it recharge, but this toilet's amazing. Saved 4 inches in this wall because this bathroom, you have your space is so short that the 4 inches, if I wouldn't have went with this toilet would have been about out to here, and this house is so small. And yeah, so I actually was going to quit, and I haven't got like super religious to where like I'm not cussing because I've read the Bible, and I haven't found anything in the Bible yet about not cussing. But it's funny because right before I was going to quit YouTube, I'm like, I'm going to call the school next week. I'm going to probably take a plane, which is risky anyway. But I'm not so sure how bad the COVID thing is anyway, because I'm going into buildings without PPE and just gloves and a mask, and these buildings have had people that have been infected, and I haven't gotten infected. Now in bigger cities where they're shoulder, all that, it may be different, but I was going to quit the YouTube thing, and I asked, God, basically like, give me a sign, I'm not sure what to do. And the owner of this bike called the next day, and I was like, wow, that's unbelievable. So the only downfall about this bike that I can tell you right now is the chrome. I said something to him. I just don't personally, I don't like chrome. I like to ride my bikes. I don't like to spend 3 hours cleaning it. But he's not worried about, I don't think the money situation. So we're going to get this bike cleaned up. He kind of needs this bike back in a week, and I need to go through this bike because this is a 2001, and if you watch the stuff on my channel, you'll see that usually when I work on stuff, I completely rip it apart and put it back together. It's not going to leave this garage until I'm satisfied. However, if he does need it back in a week, then I'll probably get to a good stopping point where I don't have to, everything that I can work on that doesn't need me to order parts, because it takes time, and then with this COVID thing, I'm not getting packages like I should be. But anyway, and just one other thing, I do appreciate anybody that's using the AMSOIL. I've had a really good last couple months from the AMSOIL purchases. That really helps me out, and I started writing a email list, and I've got in the description below is my email. If you want to get in on the email newsletter, just shoot me an email and I'll put you on the list, and I write one once a month, and it's mostly going to be power sport stuff. There's not going to be a lot of car stuff, but yeah, things have been working out pretty well. But I'm real excited to get working on this bike. It's just a matter of figuring everything out because, like I said, he didn't even ride this bike last year, so he's so busy. But I want to get this bike set for him to where he can just come home and just turn the key and go. You know, it's just bikes that get 20 years old. You know, I can tell you right now, the radiator hoses are going to be no good. The thermostat probably needs replaced. You have vacuum lines, you have gas lines, and you know, like cables, throttle cables need lubed up. Axle bolts, front and rear axle bolts need lubed up. But we're going to get into this. I'm really excited for this. So, yeah, let's get started. First things first. First things first is he needs an oil change. So what we're going to do is I'm going to just get the fairings removed and then I'll do an oil change video. But this will give me a good start for tomorrow to get everything started. I might do it tonight. I don't know yet. So I don't know if this is a factory chrome sticker too. I actually got contacted by one of the biggest aftermarket fairing producers, and they asked me if I wanted to get a free fairing set for one of my next videos. But this bike is like, I don't know, I think it's all factory color, so I don't think this is an ideal project for the fairings. He's actually missing a couple. I don't think I've got any of these. These are specialty. Sure how that's clipped in there. The inner fender. Never removed this. I never worked on one of these boosters. There's just a plastic tab that pulls out there. Yeah, see, there's some things here. That's all rusted out. I don't believe that this is, I think somebody cut this kickstand because these, I remember seeing these are lowering links. I just don't believe that that's factory on these links here. And then what they did was they cut this kickstand so there's no flat spot. You gotta park this on like a black top. Man, you could have this kickstand just sink right into that blacktop. You come out and your whole bike will be tore up. But I'm pretty sure that this is an adjustable lowering link on this bike. Probably going to have to restrap this bike. I'll tell you, the Japanese, compared to the Italians, that don't want to tell you that the Italians, I mean, Aprilia's pretty good, but the Ducati is just a nightmare. They design stuff so it has to go into the shop, where this is just, I mean, this looks pretty simple. From the Hondas to the Suzukis to the Kawasaki's, everything, even four-wheelers, you know, Suzuki GSXR 600. Those things, they built those things for so many years. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. World champion bikes. It actually would like to, oh man, yeah, see, there's some stuff on this bike that isn't factory. So I just don't think I get this done in a week for him. There's just so much going on that I see already. But I'm gonna try. Okay, well, Suzuki, hands off to Suzuki, making this shit easy. We're going to stop here for the day. Don't forget to check out next week, and we'll go ahead and get the oil changed on this. I'm going to go ahead and come back tonight. I got to go for a little bit because my $2,800 washer dryer machine crapped out right when when I had to move out of my house. So we'll go ahead and stop here, and don't forget to check out next week. And I'll have the oil change video set up. Well, I need to do this while this is nice and hot. Warm, hot, whatever.